The story today, and let's stress, these are just plans, a proposal, that migrants may be electronically tagged to stop them fleeing. I mean, you know, it's not, that plan isn't in yet. I would say the thing to talk about here, Ben, is it's just been revealed that in the last month, 4,000 more migrants have come across the channel. The boats are still pouring over. Rishi has done nothing to stop the boats, nothing whatsoever. And now we have this rusting, floating, empty hulk, the Bibi Stockholm migrant barge, sitting there in Portland Harbour, a kind of derelict symbol of this mission, the government's mission to stop the boats. They just haven't done it, and they're nowhere near solving this crisis.
Yeah, Bibi Stockholm, by the way, £18 million a year to sit there not doing anything. But you're quite right, Kevin. Even though the illegal migration bill gives Suella Braverman, the Secretary of State, the right to detain and then deport these people, the focus mustn't be taken off the need to stop the boats in the first place. We've got to stop the boats. And what that means is, believe it or not, stop the boats. There's got to be a physical response in our channel to boats trying to enter our territorial waters. We have the right under international law to protect our borders. And in the sea, it comes in the guise of the UN Convention of the Law of the Sea. Article 33 gives us the right to take whatever preventative measures we need to as a country to protect our border, including using physical force if we have to. The Australians did it in 2013 with Operation Sovereign Borders. They stopped boats. They sometimes boarded them, took them back to Indonesia. On other occasions, they just gave them enough fuel to get back to Indonesia. Thankfully, France isn't that far away. All we need to do is require the boats to turn around and go back to France. And we've got to stop paying the French to sort this problem out. Yeah. If the French were in good faith, they could have stopped this smuggling years ago. Yeah. Of course, you know, these smugglers are using the same routes. The people are traveling in hordes. You've seen them on various social media. You know, they're traveling in hordes to get to the beaches. They could stop this overnight. This is a French exacerbated problem. It's not a problem that the French are trying to get a grip of. So we must take unilateral action in the United Kingdom, and we've got to physically stop the boats in the channel. Yeah. People say, no, you can't do it, they'll jump overboard, whatever. Yeah. But the fact is, these people have willfully got into these boats. They've paid money to get there. They've got individual free will. They're breaking the law. And like anyone seeking to break the law, they should have the law used against them. Yeah. And they should be told, no, you can't come in. Turn around.
Absolutely.
Go back to France.
Absolutely. I mean, I can never quite work out this. Well, you know, if we turn them back, it's terribly, terribly dangerous to take them back to France. It's really dangerous. But it's not apparently dangerous to sort of tow them, to continue them to Britain. That's not dangerous. But if you take them back to France, that is dangerous. It's just ludicrous. I think you're absolutely right, Ben. We've got to do more than we are doing now. Spare a thought, though, Ben. I'd like to get your comments on this too. The TikTok migrant, a guy called Rahat Propal, who sort of posted TikTok film clips of himself making his voyage from the Middle East through France, across the channel in a dinghy. He got here, he was taken ashore at Dover, and is now living in a luxury hotel paid for by you and I, by the British taxpayer, 4-star hotel, which if you're just a normal person, costs £241 a night. It's the Atrium Hotel, luxury 4-star hotel. It's at Heathrow Airport, and he's taken pictures of himself having a lovely time. 573 ultra-chic bathrooms, delectable culinary offerings. Living in our hotel will serve as a perfect place to call home for however long you are staying in London, they boast. And it's certainly working out for Rahat Popal. 241 quid a night, we're paying for it. This is the epicentre. This is quintessential migrant crisis, isn't it?
Well, I mean, remember, Kevin, the government's ostensible plan to stop the boats is to deter people from coming. I mean, what sort of message is that sending? You know, come to the UK and get put up in a fantastic £250 a night hotel. There are photographs of him lying on his bed watching telly with room service.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean, I know we laugh, but it's actually quite serious, isn't it?
It's just a joke. It's an absolute joke. You know, as you say, we're supposed to be offering deterrence. I mean, call me controversial, but I'd say that was an incentive, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. And you see it in the numbers. You know, France spends £5,000 per head per migrant per year. We spend £50,000 per migrant per year. We're 10 times as generous as France. And that's what we all know that's what this is about. Other than the bleeding heart liberals who want open border policy for the UK for reasons which are entirely unclear to me, we all know that these people are safe in France. We all know that they're coming because their chances of economic success and prosperity are greater in the UK than they are in France. And fundamentally, that's because the United Kingdom is an incredibly generous nation. And what we've got to stop doing is offering them that incentive. At the very least, we've got to stop offering them that incentive. But as I say, we've really got to stop the boats, frankly, in the channel.
I agree with you. Always a pleasure to talk to you, Ben. Thank you so much for your time.